Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. Have you ever trusted someone who looked kind, but had a hidden plan? This is the story of a sweet little girl, her red hood, and a clever wolf who thought he could outsmart everyone, but ended up being outsmarted himself. Sit back, relax, and listen to the tale of Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by tall green forests, lived a cheerful young girl named Lila. Though everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood, because she always wore her favorite red cloak with a hood made by her grandmother. One sunny morning, her mother packed a basket with fresh bread, butter, and jam. "Lila," said her mother, "your grandmother is not feeling well. Please take her this basket and remind her to rest. But remember, don't talk to strangers and don't leave the path." "I promise, Mama," said Little Red Riding Hood, smiling brightly. She kissed her mother goodbye and skipped happily down the forest path, her red cloak fluttering behind her like a small flame. The wolf appears. As she walked deeper into the forest, a gray shadow moved among the trees. It was the Big Bad Wolf, hungry, clever, and always looking for an easy meal. He stepped out from behind a tree and said softly, "Good morning, little girl. Where are you going on such a lovely day?" Lila remembered her mother's words, but the wolf's voice sounded so polite. "I'm going to visit my grandmother. She lives at the end of this path, near the 3 tall oak trees." The wolf smiled, but not a kind smile. "What a thoughtful granddaughter you are. Perhaps you should pick some flowers for her. She would love that." "Oh, that's a good idea," said Lila, and she wandered off the path to gather flowers. As she picked them, the wolf slipped away quickly, running through the woods on a secret shortcut straight to Grandma's house. At Grandmother's house. When the wolf arrived, he knocked on the door. "Who is it?" called Grandma weakly. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf, trying to sound sweet. "Come in, my dear," said Grandma. The wolf rushed inside, and gulp! Swallowed poor Grandma whole. Then he put on her nightgown, glasses, and bonnet, and climbed into bed, waiting for his next meal. A little while later, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at her grandmother's cottage. The door was half open. She stepped inside slowly. "Grandma?" she called softly. "I'm here, my dear," croaked the wolf, pretending to be Grandma. Lila walked closer, frowning. Something looked strange. "Oh, Grandma, what big ears you have!" "All the better to hear you with, my dear," said the wolf. "And Grandma, what big eyes you have!" "All the better to see you with, my dear." "And Grandma, what big teeth you have!" "All the better to eat you with," roared the wolf, leaping out of bed. The hero arrives. Just then, a woodcutter passing by heard the scream and rushed into the cottage with his axe. He saw the wolf and quickly scared him away. When the wolf ran out into the forest, he tripped and fell into a deep pit, and was never seen again. The woodcutter helped Lila open the cupboard, where they found Grandma, safe and alive. The wolf hadn't eaten her completely, just trapped her there to hide her away. Lila hugged her grandmother tightly. "Oh, Grandma, I was so scared. I'll never talk to strangers again." "And I'll never leave my door unlocked," said Grandma with a smile. They all laughed, and the woodcutter joined them for tea and bread. From that day on, Little Red Riding Hood always listened to her mother, and never trusted a stranger again. Be careful who you trust. Not everyone who speaks sweetly has a kind heart. Thank you for listening to Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. If you enjoyed this story, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more magical bedtime stories every week.